All right, welcome back to NHLEMS, the channel where we appreciate Rubik's Cubes and hockey cards. Today we're doing step 2 in our Rubik's Cube tutorial, and I got Henry here. Say hi, Henry.
Hi.
All right, Henry is going to help us. So at this stage of the game, you already have successfully completed your white cross, and you're ready to move on to the corners. So what we're going to be doing now is getting all the white corners up here. And just like in step 1, we also got to pay attention to the sides, right? So it's easy to look at this and say, hey, we got one done already. But when we come down and look at the sides, we can see that these do not line up. So this one is in the wrong spot. It actually belongs over here. More on that in a moment. All right, so your strategy here is to put the white cross at the top, and whatever is facing you is your front. Now, the important cube will be this bottom one right here. What you're looking for is to have a white piece somewhere on this one. So in this case, if I got my white at the top, I've got blue at my front, and I'm looking for a white piece there. There are obviously 3 situations. One where you have the white on the front. There's another one here where green is my front and I have the white on the side. And the third one here where green is my front and I have the white on the bottom. We're going to go through each of the steps and see what we need to do. All right, Henry, are you ready to go?
Yep.
All right, so we got this situation here. We got our white cross. We got our blue. We're establishing blue as our front. And we got the white right here. Now, first thing you have to do, look at this white piece. Henry, what colors are attached to this white piece?
Orange and green.
Orange and green. Okay, so now you look at the 2 middles that you see where it's in between, right? And it needs to match. So, Henry, what colors are the middles here?
Blue and orange.
So, does that match?
No.
No. So, then what we want to do is we want to turn this bottom so that way we get it to line up. So, see, you can see one turn this way. It's green and orange here, and now it matches the green and orange. Okay, so now orange is our front. Okay, now we do a counterclockwise down turn, then a counterclockwise right turn, and then we're essentially just putting those 2 back in the same order. Clockwise on the down, clockwise on the right. And there you go. Henry, we can see that we got it now. All right, so now we got to look for another one. All right, Henry, let's take a look. What do we see? Do you see the white in the same spot? Where?
I see a white corner right there.
Yeah, so it's on the front. And so what color is it? Green?
Nope, it's right. This is green and red, and then this is blue and orange. So that means it has to go to the blue and orange.
Yeah, so turn the bottom all the way. Keep going. One more turn. Okay, now show. Okay, now see, we keep our white at the top. Okay, keep the white at the top. Now the orange and the blue is underneath where it needs to go. Okay, now, Henry, let's do those steps. So down prime, right prime, down, right. And there you go. So that is how you handle that situation. Now, like I said, it's not always in that situation, but when it is in that front situation, you just do those 4 steps. Okay? Okay, so now we're in a situation here where, okay, you got your white cross, right? You're establishing green as your front. Now, this is the special corner, but this time it's on the side, right? And that's okay. That's fine. It's not on the front. It's going to be a different set of steps. But Henry, we still need to make sure that the colors line up. So what colors do we also have on this white?
We have red and blue.
And does that line up with here?
No.
So we got to do a turn. Okay, now does it line up?
Yes.
Red, blue, red, blue. So now it's underneath where it needs to go. So now we're going to establish red as our front. The special piece has it on the side. Now it's going to be the same steps as the last one, just switched around.
Yep.
So last time it was a D prime and then an R prime. Now this one we do the R prime and then the D prime. And then we're just putting everything back. Well, in this case, there's only one thing to put back. It's just do your clockwise turn. So 3 moves, and see, it goes up there, and that is lined up. All right, Henry, looks like I'm looking and I can see another one that's on a side. So you want to do that one?
Sure.
Okay. So walk us through the steps.
So first,
What?
blue.
Yeah.
And orange.
Good.
Then you got to, because this is red.
Yeah.
And blue. You got to
turn it. Yeah.
Turn it over.
Yep, that's good. Now does it match?
Blue and orange.
Yep.
And
okay, good. Perfect. Now do the steps. So reverse, so the R prime, the D prime, and then the R. Perfect. See? And there you go. There it lines up. Okay, so that's 2 of the situations. The third one is this one. Actually, I mean, we're looking at this one. We can see this is the first situation, but I wanted to show you a bottom one. So if it's a bottom one, same thing as before. You got to make sure the colors line up underneath the right corner. Right now, this is not even close to matching, so it's probably got to go all the way to the other side. Yeah, so there we go, Henry. What color do we got here?
Blue and orange.
And
blue and orange.
And at this point, it's totally okay if those are flipped around. Like, we're just matching up the colors. Okay, so what you do is you set it up like this. Blue is your front. This is the special cube right here. It's got it on the bottom. So what I find to do is the best thing to do is to pretend that it's right here. Okay? So what would you do if it was right here? Well,
down.
You would turn this down, turn this over, and then put it up. But obviously, we don't want to do that. So what we're going to do is to think, look, this is now the side situation, but we can't have it connected right away. So I'm just going to do an extra D prime turn, just so I can put this guy back. And then I do the D to get it here. And now this is exactly the same situation as before, this where it's on the side. So really all it is just taking it from here, putting it here, and then doing the same steps that we did before. Okay, so we've already done that one. That one is good. The only other situation is, well, what happens if the white that you need is not even on the bottom, right? Now, like, look, I can see whites here. I could put them all in, but what happens if it's just stuck up there, right? It's super easy what you need to do. You just need to get it to the bottom. So what you do is you pick a front, so that way it's in the top right corner. So I'm going to have blue be my front because it's right here. All I do is I turn it down, okay? And then I could go either way. I could turn it this way or this way and then put this guy back up. It really doesn't matter. When you get good at this, you'll figure out sometimes there's certain ways that make it a little bit better.
But which way to go?
Yeah, which way do you think we should go, Henry? So
because then it'll get you closer to that side.
Yeah, so we're going to put it there, and then we're just putting it back, and see, now this one is in the bottom, and so we can eventually get it to the spot. Now, I wouldn't worry about bringing down all the whites right away. Now, this one obviously is going to need to, but what you'll find is that sometimes if you have a white in your top, when you're putting the correct piece into there, it will come out. So let me explain what I mean. So look at this one, right? We have a white in the top,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not the right piece, right? It needs to be the orange and green piece that's here. So if I'm not going to worry about bringing that one down, because here's the correct piece when it goes in. When I put that one in, that one must come out and it will go to the bottom. So I wouldn't bring these down right away. Uh, Try to do as many of the bottom ones as you can, but then eventually you'll be stuck with the last one right here like that, right? Okay, so yeah, and once it's on the bottom, it's just one of those three things. Okay, Henry, this is your time to shine, okay?
Can I solve them all?
Not solve them all. Finish step 2 for all of these.
Oh, I was gonna go straight to
I
FTL.
know. Okay. There you go. See, so once you get good at it and you learn to recognize it, you get the final result, and Henry's quite good at it. So this is where it starts looking cool. After you're done this step, you have the whole white layer done and all of the side colors matching the middle. All right. Thank you, Henry. You did a great job. I'll see you later.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.